and welcome to my office. So, yesterday, a little background story. Yesterday, I was in a pond contractor group on Facebook, and there was a big conversation amongst myself and some other pond contractors all around the country and other parts of the world where we were talking about artificial intelligence and the ability for AI to be able to design a rendering of a prospective project that you might be wanting to build. And so what you're seeing on your screen right now, I'm just going to kind of flip through a couple of different really cool renderings that I did, all in about maybe about 20 minutes of each other. And I'm going to show you how to do this because when I was going through YouTube yesterday, I couldn't find anybody that could kind of break this thing down for me and make it as simple as I possibly could for my limited understanding on how to do this. And I want to let you guys know before we get started that I'm very new to this. And so the benefit of that information to you, the viewer, is that with my limited experience, I know that there are going to be a lot of other different ways that you can go about doing this and some other tools that you might already be using. So that's me trying to hook you onto this one particular way is not going to be the only way to go about doing this, but it's just another avenue. So here we go. So in this particular image that you see, I asked artificial intelligence, I asked the program, and I'm going to be showing you the program that I use here in a few moments. So bear with me. I promise you this video is going to be useful to you. This first image, I asked AI to render me a recreational swim pond in a modern home with people swimming in the pond. And this is what AI drew for me in about maybe 15, 20 seconds. A friend of mine, Gerard Toohey, he's an Irishman, and we've been friends for a very long time. He has a saying that says, shut the front door. So in a response to his comment in that thread, I asked AI to render me an Irishman shutting the front door in front of a koi pond, and this is what AI came up with. It was kind of funny. There was another rendering of that same one, and I'm going to show you how to give you like 4 different options to choose from and how you can kind of edit those options. This is another rendering that I asked for a koi pond with rocks in front of a modern home with a patio. Somebody in that thread said, hey, you're throwing me breadcrumbs and you're not telling me who it is. So I asked AI to, give me breadcrumbs of a guy on top of a bridge over a koi pond. And so I put this in there, just again, trying to be funny with the thread and trying to generate interest. This is an overhead architectural rendering that I just completed this morning before I put this video together. And I actually kind of like this. It gives me a lot of really great ideas. Like, for example, I do like the way that the pathway kind of curves around the right-hand side and how the waterfall is kind of hidden underneath that, that wooden bridge. Maybe we wouldn't do it exactly that way, but it does kind of give me a little bit of extra inspiration, which I kind of like. And that's what the whole purpose of this is for you to gain a little bit of extra inspiration for your project so that when you go about doing it, you could say, hey, I think I want to kind of try to design something along these lines. Remember, all of these designs are just nothing more than a launch pad for you with your project so that you can kind of take it and make it your own. So one of the guys said that that it was cold outside or something. So I had AI draw this for me. This is not a real picture. This is AI giving me a picture of a pond in the snow with a hole in it. And as you can see, these are just some more real fast renderings that AI put together for me. And as I kind of go through this, you're going to see in this particular case here, there's 4 options. And I'm going to show you how you can get to choose each one of these 4 different options and how you can edit those options out and how you can make it your own. Another set of 4 options. Some of these are a little more outlandish than the others, and some are more doable than others, and that's fine. I mean, again, like I said, make it your own. Again, this is an architectural rendering. One of my own clients got back to me last night, and he's like, I love this, and don't let it stifle your creativity. And this is not about stifling creativity. This is about just getting different ideas and running with those ideas. And maybe for a customer in a customer presentation, you might want to give them a bunch of different kind of varieties and a couple different ideas. And allowing your customers to see something like this is going to give you a launch pad. Maybe you're a customer and you are hiring your own pond contractor and it's not Columbia Water Gardens, and that's fine. Maybe you might want to use this as a tool to be able to go back to your contractor and say, I really like this design. What do you think it would cost for me to have this in my yard? So again, here's another really good thing here too. Um, Another four-way rendering. And again, it all starts with four options that you can come in and you can say, I like this one of the four the best, and I want to peek it and tweak it. In this particular set of four, I really like the upper right-hand corner. What do you guys think? I think the upper right-hand corner is really cool because you can cut the concrete. Maybe they already have an existing concrete patio. You can go and you can cut that concrete out and you can make something very, very similar to this in so many backyard settings. I like that a lot. Maybe the bottom right-hand corner suits you too. And again, this was another one that got a lot of response on that thread. And so the response I got off that thread was really positive on this. Um, again, postmodern. This is an interesting one. This is kind of like more on the style of maybe a recreational swim pond with a patio. And again, they're using a container house, which is not something that we see a lot of out here in California. But maybe someplace in the country, maybe you have a container home, or maybe you have something like that. The container, maybe it's not the home, maybe that is just an additional living space that you want to have put in next to the pond. Believe it or not, we just did a project like this in Southern California towards in the last quarter of the year last year. And they put a container right next to the pond, and inside that container, it has all of their equipment for their off-grid solar system that we just designed and built for them. Their entire pond is completely off the grid, ran by solar. And I'm going to be doing a video about that on my YouTube channel very, very soon. The pond is completed, it is up and running, and the homeowner is thrilled. This is just another variety and another variety. And so there you have it. So now that you've kind of gotten a little bit of inspiration from watching through some of these different pictures that I have clipped through, let's get right at it. And I'm going to show you how the program works. I'm going to close this out. And let's just go ahead and open up this. So I'm going to close this out, and the name of the program that we're using is MidJourney. So you're going to go to www.midjourney.com, and MidJourney is going to have you download the beta file, and you're going to have to walk yourself through the step, the installation, the step process. Because I was new to this, I opted for the trial version. I'm going to put a link in the video description below to another video that actually walks you through the setup and the startup process. And as you can see on my screen right now, the AIs that are coming up in this particular thread, these are all other people doing their own versions live within Discord, and you're going to download the Discord so that you can do that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first start, and I'm going to prompt it. So once I open up the prompt, then down in the bottom section there, you see where it says prompt in the black letters there. Let's just go ahead and design a real quick pond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask AI to give me something very specific. I'm going to say over uh, overhead uh, architectural rendering with soft pastels of a small koi pond next to a patio in the corner of the yard. Um, Pond measures approximately 11 feet by 15 feet with a small rock waterfall. Um, House is California ranch style. And let's see what it does. Oh, the overhead architectural rendering, just kind of proofreading myself real quick here. Let's see what it does. And as I'm doing this live right now, you're going to see how fast it goes. And right now you see the MidJourney bot is getting ready to start, and it's under Columbia Water Gardens, and it's going to take a few seconds for it to start to render. While this is rendering, in the background, other people's projects are also rendering. So here it is. You get to start to see on the screen, it's just kind of softly kind of putting things together, and it's kind of starting to draw things a little bit. I can already see that I like the upper right-hand corner coming to life. Um, but let's take a look and see what it looks like when it's done. Um, and there it is. So it gave me four options. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the image and just kind of see it a little bit better on my screen. And wow, look at these. Isn't this cool? How fast this was. Wow. Um, I like the bottom left one. I really do. I think the bottom left one is really doable for our skill set. Um, it's it's super easy and it has some really interesting things. So let's go ahead and take a look at that up close. So I'm going to go back into mine. And so you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I wanted to pull up number 3. And there it is. Let's go ahead and pull that up on the screen and open it up in the browser. So from here in the browser, I can right click my mouse and I can save that image as the picture that it is. I'm just going to rename it, and I'm going to call it California Ranch Style Pond with Patio. So I get to keep that, and it's mine. But let's say that I want to edit a few things out, and let's go ahead and let AI play with that a little bit. So let's say I want to edit this a little bit. I'm gonna have it vary by region. And vary by region means that I get to select an area inside here that I want it to change. So let's have it change the house. Let's just have it change the house. So I'm gonna click on the lasso and I am going to have it change the house. And let's see what it does. So right now it's working, and I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom of the Discord here. And right now you can see that it is other people. What the heck is that? That monkey face is hilarious. So I'm still waiting for it to re-render. Oh, here it comes. It's giving me 4 new varieties where I had asked it to change the house out. So let's take a look and see what it comes up with. So I like the pond. Let's change the house. It's still rendering, and it is almost done. One of the things I really like about this is how fast it is. And it's usable because it's a great, like I said earlier in the video, this is a great um, uh, diving board to be able to kind of get into some different areas of inspiration. So let's just take a look at this here. Oh, it's done. Okay, so let's go down here and let's pull it back up again. And this is very common for California structure. Yeah, so I think I'm going to play with this one here, and I'm going to look at this real quick. So I'm going to click out of that and go find version 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's take a look at that. And here it is. We'll pull it up on the screen, open it up in the browser, and I'm going to save that. That is really, really cool. Save the image as, and I'm just going to say California Ranch style with patio version 2, and I'll save that. So let's go back into the Discord and let's see what these other buttons do together. So I'm going to go back into these guys here, and let's go ahead and let it automatically give me some varieties on version 4. So I'm going to go ahead and ask it on version 4 to give me new varieties. So it is now rendering 4 more varieties of this. I suppose you could probably do this for pavers and maybe artificial turf and other things, but because I'm a pond guy, I really want to focus primarily on just pond inspirations and so on. And so far, I think you guys have already got the hang of it. For those of you that are holding on to me through this video, I want to thank you guys in advance. Again, the purpose of this video is really more contractor driven than it is driven for homeowners. But let's take a look and see what it just did with those versions of what I just asked it to give me. So I really don't like the look of this that much. Ooh, I really like this. This is cool. I like this a lot. Let's go ahead and close that out, and let's go and take a hard look at that one. So we're going to look at 1, 2, 3. Let's pull up number 3. And let's go ahead and open that up. That is cool. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of things about this design that I like a lot. One is I find it very interesting to be able to bring the waterfall right up against the edge of the patio. That's something I've never done before, believe it or not, and it does give me the inspiration to think, you know what, that would be super, super slick. I love the big boulder stepping stones that kind of take you around this pathway maybe, and you walk down the boulders down to the edge of the pond. I like that a lot. I love the cantilevered boulder right over the edge of this corner over here. I love this planting pocket here. This is really, really super slick. In fact, I think this is something that I would want to maybe present to a homeowner. I really like this. I'm going to go ahead and save this one here. And again, I'm just going to rename this as version 3. So as you can see, this is something very, very simple. It's an absolute simple tool for you to be able to use. I hope that you found this video useful. If you just came across my channel for the very first time and you like this video, do me a favor and put a like against the video. If you found this video through a Facebook link, do me a favor, and on the Facebook link, give me a thumbs up on that Facebook link. It really helps my algorithms for subscribers and for comments. So if you like what I've done here, and if you like to see more stuff, or maybe if you'd like to see a variety, or you want to see me prompt other things, or if you want to play with it yourself, the Discord for this costs it costs about $10 for your entry level on a monthly basis, which is I bought the entry level plan when I got started with this yesterday. And you can always upgrade your plan to have more usage and so on and so forth. And that's all personal to you. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for watching the video. And please like, comment, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in the meantime, thanks very much for watching. I'm Carl with the Columbia Water Gardens, and I'm here to remind you that AI designs for ponds really, really matters. Happy ponding.